Tim, it's really good to see you again, and it feels like a while now since I was your son's social worker. And I was really impressed to hear that you're now like a national parent champion.
I'm really amazed with the fact that you're heavily involved with systems practice within Camden, and for me it's impressive because I would call it actually systems thinking. The great thing about my experience was the fact that you open up the space for me to be able to also open up and speak freely, and that was important for me.
It was a two-way thing, wasn't it? We were able to relate to one another, and what I really liked was that you were open about your upbringing and your culture, and we were able to really celebrate both the similarities in our life, but also the difference in our culture and our upbringing.
Having something to relate, knowing that you were also a parent, you was a dad, was really helpful, and it kind of made it more easy for me to really open up and connect.
And absolutely, and that's something that's key to our systemic social work, in that we call it the social graces, but effectively it's about celebrating similarity, difference, and acknowledging that we're all individuals and unique people.
Yeah, because you were listening, and it helped me also listen, and I found there was something emerging in that was quite beautiful, which took us on a journey, even though the experience was quite intense.
It's only through listening to one another that we can relate, and we can build our own story together, can't we? And it's something that we do want social workers to do, to be curious, to not jump to a one-size-all-fits answer for a child or a family, but to listen to them and enable them to think things through themselves.
So James, what I found really helpful is that you didn't focus on individuals and you focused on the whole family, and for me that was really important because my family system is very different to maybe the usual families.
What we try and do in our social work is not to blame any part of that system or any individual as a problem, but to think about how everyone relates to one another, and how we all working together and seeing the strengths in the individual parts of that system, we can create some sort of change.
Definitely agree, because what I found we really utilised the strength of my family by having that family group conference. It really helped me as well understand how we could manage together as a family.
I've really enjoyed seeing you again.
Yeah, it's been a fantastic experience for me, and I can see how we've continued to learn from each other actually in our conversation, and it's great.
And we can continue to learn from one another, can't we, longer term, and we should keep in touch.
Yeah, definitely, I would love to stay in touch, yes.
What's that, Tim? Like building relationships metaphor.